you so much, you guys. I'm excited. I'm a little dressed up. Thank you. I know. Thank you. No, this is. I'll be honest. I feel like fall is like my season. You know, I like to wear the leather jackets, the jeans. In the summer, I get very functional. You know, ill-fitted linens, straw hats, visible sunblock. You know, I have like 60-year-old lesbians coming up to me. That's a great outfit. That's a 10 head to toe. I feel like in the winter I get a little lazy. I don't shower as much, you know. Last winter I ended up with itchy tits. Just on the side. I was walking around like an orangutan for like 2 weeks. Finally I went to the doctor. The first question they asked, when's the last time you washed your bra? I couldn't answer the question. I was like, I don't know if I've ever washed this bra. I was like, well, if it takes you a $30 copay to realize you need to clean your panty drawer, then so be it. But I've been trying. I've actually been in New York for over 10 years now. I'm originally from Boston. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. I'll pause for applause. I've actually been in the same apartment in Brooklyn for 10 years. That's a long time. Yeah, I know, it's a long time. And there's always a married couple across the hall from me, like one married couple moves out, another married couple moves in. And I always sort of try to critique the couple to justify being unmarried. You know, I'll be like, oh, I wouldn't want that, he's controlling. Oh God, they seem a little, you know, now I just got a new couple, very hard to make fun of. They cook bacon like 5 times a week. You know, Monday night, Tuesday morning, it's like they're running an underground breakfast joint over there. And then they have really loud sex. It's like the life I want is right across the hall. They've never invited me over. 2 parties they've had and haven't invited me. It's a shame. I'm good at a party. I'm wondering how long it's going to take them to realize that every time they have a party and don't invite me, one of their FedEx packages disappears. Am I going to have to point that out to these people? But I did. I left Boston. All my friends were getting married. And the guy I was with was like, hey, whenever you want to get married, just say the word. And I had no idea what the word was. But I was petrified I might say it by accident. So I got the hell out of there. But I've sort of softened to the idea of marriage. You know, not like looking at dresses or venues or anything, but subtle things. You know, I'll fill out a legal form. It'll say married or single. I'll check off single. And then I write in, but I can explain. You know, I feel like that's a sign of something. I was out the other night having a drink, and this guy said, are you waiting for your husband? I said, yes, are you him? I've been waiting for a very long time. I don't know. I think my biggest problem with marriage is like the whole wedding and bachelorette party, you know. I've never been married, so when I get invited to a bachelorette party, I have to go. Because if I don't go, they think I'm jealous. And I'd rather spend $350 doing something I don't want to do than have someone think I want what they have, you know. I feel like that's money well spent. I do that a couple of times a year. Anyways, I have, for the past couple of years, all I've been doing is stand-up and bartending, so it's like both my jobs I can show up half drunk with 5 of my friends. Nobody cares. But I've been getting a little cranky. Like the other night I was bartending and I had a guy come in, he had his money fanned out in his hand, and he was like, I have $7, what should I get? I was like, I don't know, a job? Some financial planning advice, perhaps? Go buy a banana and make a phone call. I can't help you here. I actually just did a temp job recently, mostly just to dry out. But I'm not good in it. Like, no boundaries in the office. I come in with my lunch. Everyone's like, oh, what'd you bring? I'm like, it's mine. Back off. I actually got in trouble for taking up too much room in the community refrigerator. Doesn't sound like much of a community to me. I'll bring my own refrigerator tomorrow. Thank you. But I did. I got in trouble. They said I was a wise ass to my temporary boss. But he was always bugging me. He's peering over my cubicle. Well, what's that? What's that you're eating? I'm like, this here? This is a nosy fuck sandwich. Yeah. Your mother made it for me. Move along, pal. Move along. I don't know. I think the one thing that I do like about temp jobs is that you know when you have an end date, you know when you're leaving. Nobody else there knows. They're all hired indefinitely. You know, it's a little bit of a leg up. I think everything should have an end date. Relationships, you know, suddenly you're fighting, you're not having sex. You're like, oh, this thing expired 6 months ago. No wonder I feel sick. It's like sour milk. But I do get a little like celebratory when I know it's my last day of the temp job. I like to go around like, hey, it's my last day. You know, and a lot of people are like, who the fuck are you? But some people care, like some people are into it. You know, they're like, oh, where are you going next? What are you gonna do? You know, I feel like I turn into like the temporary assistant cowgirl. I sort of like look off into the fluorescent lighting, put my hand in my belt loop. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going next, but I know there's a CEO out there somewhere who can't find his Excel spreadsheet on the hard drive. And I think I'm the girl for the job. Tally ho.